such a rush, my baby, slow down, come find your love. I'm hoping you see me, come serve it up. Loving when you stir it up, that body belong on TV. Oh, this feeling I can't hide. You're feeling up my mind, and I just don't know why. I just don't know why. Oh. Five lives.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining today's live session. Just a meeting, just a minute, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please confirm if you can hear me. I'll be checking the live box, the comment section to confirm if you can hear me. Okay, good evening once again. Thank you so much for joining this live session. I'm really excited this evening because this is the first of its kind coming from me. This is my first ebook. This is my first time launching a book. So I'm quite elated. And I'm really happy that you are here today to witness this amazing event. So if you can hear me, please signify that you can hear me. And if you can't, please always call my attention that you can hear me. All right, without further ado, let's begin. I want to start by showing you all, I want to start by first appreciating the team. Of course, I want to give God the glory for making this possible. We've planned to do this a very long time, but we keep on having lots of hiccups that didn't make us do it at the first time we wanted to go live. But now it is happening and it is happening in good cause. So I thank God, I thank myself, and I also want to thank the team. I'll call their names. You might not know them because their names are actually code names of islands. So even if you don't understand, it's a theme we do. We understand ourselves. So I want to thank Bermuda. I want to thank the Gambia. I want to thank Santa Monica. I want to thank Coco. I want to thank Maldives. I want to thank Hawaii. I want to thank Santorini. If I forget to call your name, Paradise. Just know that I am truly grateful for the team that has been up and running to make sure this thing happen. And I also want to especially thank Mr. Anthony for helping us with the technical parts of setting up this live launch here. I was having some hiccups, but he came and saved the day. So thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. With that said, this is going to be a very interesting time because this is the first time I am actually giving a live um, lecture like this. And I'm going to be very, very realistic. I'll be myself, but at the same time, I'll make sure I give as much value as possible. So with that said, let's go. This is the official launch of Before the Takeoff. Now, the first thing I want you to know is in this event, there will be um, three major segments: the introductory, the main lecture, and I'll give you some little details about the book and how it's important, and the pre-launch offer. And after the pre-launch offer, we would have the launch proper, then you call it a day. So let's go. Now, pardon me, I just want to confirm I'm sharing the right documents. And I just confirmed I'm not sharing the right documents. So just give me a minute. I have to stop sharing my screen and try to get the right one. Apologies, please. I'm really sorry about this. I need to get the right documents. So just give me a minute. All right, we're almost there. Just one more minute and we're done. One thing about this technical issues is if you're not a pro, you're not a pro. But I'm very sure very soon I'll get it better. So please just bear with me. Okay, let's put it in full screen. All right. Finally got a hack. I think this can go. All right. Let's begin. Once again, I really apologize for the delay. Yeah. All right. So this is the first thing I want us to establish in this lunch tonight or this evening. Anything we are going to be discussing will majorly be to remove a particular notion that people have about traveling and replace it with their realistic notion so that whenever you have any plan put in place, you know where to put the majority of your time and productivity in. So this is why we need to discuss this very imperative topic before we even go deep into anything else in this book launch session this evening. So the first thing I want us to discuss is the reality and the dream. For the dream, let me say the Delulu parts that people always try to see or people try to want to put in front whenever they are planning a travel to anywhere and for majorly greener pastures or to start a new life somewhere else. And for the purpose of this book launch, I'm going to be concentrating on two major aspects of travel or two major ways or purpose for travel, which is the study and work. That is one of those two major routes and the two major ways people like to move abroad. And this is what I'm going to be discussing this evening. But before we do that, I want us to first talk about the dream aspect and the reality about traveling abroad. Now, for the dream, this is the Lulu aspect that people always like to put their attention in. They just dream that when they travel abroad, they have a new life, they have new starts, and they have endless opportunities. Meanwhile, the truth and what is actually waiting for them is the shock, the stress, and the survival mode that you immediately have to activate. Unless your father is Dangote or friends with Dangote, this is something that would definitely hit you whenever you leave your comfort zone, which is the country you are already conversant with. And for the case of this book, we are concentrating on Nigeria. Now, with that said, I'm not trying to say that when you are planning to move abroad, you should not think about your new life or how to start and all the endless opportunities that await you. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But while you are looking at the positive things that await you, the it is very, very imperative to look at the negative things that might sprout, and you need to take care and have a plan towards so that it doesn't come to you as a surprise. This is the exact point I'm making from here. Now, let me read this quickly. Let's be real. The idea of traveling abroad sounds sexy until it is not. You see Instagram photos, but not the cold night, the culture shock, or the job hustle. This ebook is not to scare you, but it's to prepare you for what is waiting for you ahead. Now, why should you listen to what I have to say? Who am I and why am I talking to you today? First off, my name is Iluolo Esther Anastasia. I am a travel consultant, a cultural enthusiast, and a tour operator. I'm also a travel mentor, a guide to aspiring global citizens, and also the author of Before You Take Off, this particular ebook that is launching in very few moments from now. or should I say in a few moments from now. Forgive my English, people. Now, I want you to take note of this. Everyone who joins this live stream this evening, please take note of this. This is an exclusive bonus for live attendees only. As soon as this live goes off, this bonus is no longer available. Now, because you are live here, I am giving you something exclusive, a gift that will never be available again after today, but only for those who stay to the end of this live session. And some of these things, just to give you an idea of what this bonus is going to be, I'm going to share a travel prep list, checklist, a private question and answer invite with me in person, and I also have a surprise discount. So let's go. Now we are getting into the book proper. Now, what is before you take off? And what is this book really about? So, before you take off is a travel preparatory guide for Nigerians who want to move abroad smartly. And it has been prepared for the main purpose of making travel come with clarity, not just what you see on Instagram or what you hear. Before you take off is the ultimate clarity preparatory travel guide you need. That wherever or whatever plan you have, you just have to know the steps to take to actually actualize this whatever travel goal you have. So I have written this down. This isn't a visa or flight booking manual. We won't really be talking about visas or flight booking in this book, but this is the before the visa and the flight booking, because what comes next, that is the real test. And for you to prepare for what comes next, you have to plan well. Your preparatory stage can never be overemphasized. And the funny thing is not just for travel alone. Whatever you are doing in this life, before you start, it is very mandatory that you have a proper planning stage so that whatever hiccup might want to come up in the future, you already have something. If your plan A fails, you have a plan B. If plan B fails, you have a plan C. So this is one reason why planning is one of the most important step in any phase or in anything you have to do in this life. And this is what before you take off travel guide has come to do for you. Help you plan your travel with clarity. So there are 3 phases to travel success. I spoke about this briefly in one of the ad I did for this launch. And the 3 phases to travel success are the pre-departure, the landing, the settling, and thriving. And each chapter in this book, before you take off, helps you to handle the mental, the financial, and emotional transition that is necessary and that must definitely happen when you take off. Let's put it like that. So let's take it one after the other. So first off, we're going to be talking about the pre-departure stage or the pre-departure phase. Now, this is the phase we really concentrate in the book before you take off. Because anything that has to do with planning comes first, you know? So this is where you have the decision-making aspect. This is where you have the documentation, putting together your documentation. This is where you have trying to find out details of accommodations when you get to where you're going to. This is where you find out the best particular city in the place you want to go to. So all these details and many more are all in the pre-departure stage. And for you to be successful in the landing or settling and thriving, the pre-departure must be void of any kind of lapses. Because any lapse you have in the pre-departure stage, you will suffer in the landing or the settling and thriving stage. So please take note while we move to the next thing. Now, common mistakes this book helps you to avoid. First off, people who don't have plans, they just know they want to travel. And trust me, this might sound funny, but there are lots of people that don't really have plans. All they know is they feel that when they leave the country, they will become better. They will be successful, they'll find greener pastures, or they have better opportunities, but they don't have any strategic plan to make sure that this thing that they want can actually be actualized. So this is one mistake this book is going to help you. And each chapter on this book has a worksheet and it has a place for you to reflect. Now, in that reflection, this is where you can really tell if you have a selfish reason for actually leaving the country or if you have a valid reason for leaving the country. So with that said, let's move on to another common mistake, which is unrealistic expectations. Now, some people will expect that when they land in a country, good luck just starts coming and people will just pick them up and because of what has been seen maybe from other people's experience. Most people that travel abroad like to share their stories when they've settled in. They share their story of how they moved, of how they settled. And some of these stories sound so easy and smooth. And then people who are here who don't really know the 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 limits or the extent those other people had to go to actually actualize what they did, just have the same expectations too. So this book will help you to correct that wrong notion. And when you finished by yourself with the guidelines, when you finish seeing that this is actually what is possible for me, you know how to cut your coat according to your cloth. Because if you are a third class, for instance, you're a third class graduate, but you are expecting that when you get into the country, you'll be able, by one means or the other, to secure some kind of funding that will help you to reduce your expenses. Yeah, there are some very, very, very interesting funding opportunities that most people don't even know about. But you need to know what are the criteria for you to expect that kind of huge compensation or that kind of huge advantage to be given to you, and know if you truly, truly have the possibility of achieving that. So next is the mistake of having no emergency fund. There are people that sell their house, sell their cars, sell everything just for the travel, just to travel abroad. And then when they get there, they are left with little or nothing to survive and thrive on. That's another mistake that we'll definitely be dealing with and making sure we put and making sure that we have a workable solution to in the book. And the most interesting part of this is it's not just me talking. I'm talking and then you are acting, because before you move to the next chapter, you will have to reflect. And it's so interesting because the reflection is not asking you, is not vague. it is very detailed, so it will make it easy for you to reflect and for you to write down what you think or you are certain is the right approach for you. Always have an emergency fund. I would not even I can't I must stress on that because that is one thing that make people who finally has the opportunity to leave the country to get stranded abroad because there was no emergency fund. So always put it in the back of your head that an emergency fund is mandatory. Okay, with that said, the next on our list is over trusting online agents. Now, this part, you know, there will always be the bad eggs amongst us. And to be on a safer side, there are ways to know if a travel agent is legit or not. First off, look at the social presence of the person, how the kind of testimonials the person is getting. And in all sincerity, people can actually fake testimonials. But for you to be on a safer side, when you've looked at all these things and you want to do business with anybody, the first thing you should ask is, what is your certification? Is your organization approved by the state? And where is your physical location? If you don't have a physical location, what is just let me see at least your CAC certificate. And if that one has been sorted out, always have a second mind to rub with before you make any financial before you make any payments to any online agent. Always run it through somebody that you trust to have better to make good decisions. Always run it through somebody like that. Next is burnout after landing. Now, because you have overstressed and you were not so prepared in your mind, your body starts reacting. You are so jet lagged. And some people even go as far as getting really sick after they arrive because of all the stress, the jet lag, and everything. This is something that can actually be helped if you have the right plans and you know the right things to do to avoid them. And all these are covered inside this book. Now, I have seen people spend millions to relocate, then crash in the first 3 months. Why? Because they didn't prepare the right way. And I've seen people spend the most, in fact, I've seen people spend little money because they prepared accurately. So this book is a map through the minefield. Just stay put and stay with me. All right. Please give me a moment to catch my breath because this talking is not for me. Okay. Now, I want us to briefly discuss the mindset that is needed before you move. If you like to call it Japa, it's okay. Now, the first thing that you must know and put in consideration is know your why. A lot of motivational people, speakers say this too. What is your why? Know your why. Why are you embarking on this journey? What exactly do you want to achieve from this journey? How long do you intend to stay in this country? You must always have all these first questions. You must always answer them. If the reason why you are leaving is because your parents asked you to, you don't have a personal reason why you are leaving. That is very, very risky. Now, you can have family reasons and you can have personal reasons. So another thing you should look at is, are you escaping or are you building? Are you leaving because you are tired of the stress that comes with this country called Nigeria? Or are you leaving because you know that in all sincerity, you have more capacity to build and to grow when you leave this country? Now, I would advise you that your reason should not come from frustration. No matter how it looks right now, always find a positive reason why you want to do something so that when you achieve that thing, you know, the negative aspect does not come and show itself again. So always have a positive reason why you are your why should always be positive. Let me just leave it there. So the next thing is the practical preparation. Sorry, excuse me. Now, these are the things you must put together. You must have your finance checklist. You must have emotional readiness, and you must do lots of paperwork. Now, let's start with the first one. Please remain, please. All right. So the first one we have is the finance checklist. Your bank statement is the expression of the inflow and outflow of money into your account. You need to know, you need to have that your bank statement first and check what are the possible expenses I will incur before I get stable in this new country that I'm going to. Now, have a plan for the next 6 months when you arrive and see if it's something that your current um your current finance can actually take. And if it is not, start looking for a plan B on how to do that. Family and friends, loans, whatever you want to do, just make sure you start putting things together so that you don't go there and get more expenses than your expectations. You might not get an exact amount of what is going to be in real life, but you can get something close. So always have a financial checklist that can cover your living for the time being before you are completely settled in the new place the new country you've decided to settle in. The next is the emotional readiness. Now, especially if it's your first time of traveling abroad, it is extremely lonely, especially if you're going alone and you don't have somebody who is going to come and welcome you there, maybe a family member or son or sort of. Sometimes it might not even be the people, it might just be the environment. You will not even know you miss Nigeria until you leave Nigeria. That's how it happens for some people. It is when you leave Nigeria, you know you miss Nigeria. So you have to prepare yourself for every possible emotional um, issues that might come up so that as it's coming up, you tell yourself, I saw this coming, I am prepared enough to take it. And then you take it like the boss that you have. Then the next is the must do paperwork. There are lots of documentations that need to be put to place to make sure that your travel abroad is a success. Now, putting this paperwork together is a lot of work, but at the same time, it helps you to be accountable, you know. And the good thing about this thing is if you do it once, you do it twice, do it 3 times, sticks to you. You can even help others to do the same thing. So I would advise that number one, be very attentive when you're putting your papers and your documentations together. Number two, I would also advise that you are fully, even if you want to use an agent, make sure you, to some extent, know fully everything that has to do with the documentations so that even if an issue wants to arise, you already know, okay, this is what this is for, and this is how it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, The next is landing smart. What to do in your first 30 days. Finding help abroad, settling and surviving. Okay, sorry. The first thing you need to know is your first 30 days in a new country will be the most stressful. For instance, if you are traveling to go to school, you know you need to go to your school, you need to do all the paperwork for your admissions, you know you need to put everything in place to make sure that you are fully ready before you resume school. And if it's work, you know you need to get an accommodation, you know you need to know the best place to get cheap groceries, you know. So all these things are things that you can actually find out before you even get there. So you can start working on that even now, before then. Now, finding help abroad is easy than it was previously because now we have the help of the internet. You can reach out to anybody. And the good thing is, let's say you are going to a school. The good thing is, whatever school you are going to have a department, you have a department. You can always go to that school website, and from the school website, you can find the HOD, you can find the some key people in that school that you can reach out to even before then. You can go to LinkedIn and look for people that are affiliated with that school and reach out to them. And from this, with these people, and with these people, you can actually get sorry, a minute, I'm a little bit distracted. All right, sorry about that. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Now, with these people, you can get, before you reach out to 10 to 20 people, trust me, you will find somebody that will be willing to give you details on how you can find somebody that will give you details that will be so helpful to you that when you get there, everything seems seamless and easy. And settling and surviving are things that you must start putting in place right from now before you get there too. And all this is covered in the book. All right. So I did something that was interesting with the team. Before now, we shared the book with some people that have indicated interest. Some are students, some are parents, some are industry leaders. I mean, the travel industry leaders. And we decided that we want to hear, we shared the book with them, the ebook, we shared a copy of the ebook with them. And then we decided that we want to hear from them what they think about the book. And these were some responses that we got. First off, I'm just going to read just a few of them. I won't read all of them. The first thing I have here is this is a very interesting and structured guide. This is actually from a travel professional. I was just going to read the first page to know what it's about, and I got hooked. Finished the book already. Well done. This is a good one. Then this is actually from a student who we shared the book with for free. These people didn't pay for the book. We just wanted to do a test run and see how people actually, different people will react or will find this book helpful. That was why we did this. Now, this lady said, not me anticipating my first take-off because of this book. I am now ready to be on the plane. It was such a refreshing read. I loved it. That is another testimonial from someone, a student actually. Now, This is another one. Wow, it was amazing. The book really helped me. The travel tips were ones I really needed. Okay, now, why am I reading all this? I just want to, in a nutshell, put it out that there is something called building with purpose. Now, we've decided that we want to do something that will help people and add value to people, especially Nigerians who aspire to travel for the purpose of study or work, to help them actually actualize their dream in the most least in the least stressful way, but also having full um, advantages of things that they wouldn't have if they had not taken time to plan well. And with this document was prepared. Sorry, a minute, please. Okay, so before you take off was not meant to make me go viral. It was not meant to make me become, oh, I'm now an author. It had, I felt like it had a role to play, or I felt like I have a role to play in making sure that people don't get misled by what they see online, but actually know that it is good planning that brings great reward. So if you really want to achieve the greatest and the highest possible um, travel success, you need to plan well. And I don't want it to look so rigid. This is why it was broken down to be so simple that even a, let me not say a toddler, but even a child can read this and have a vision and actually push towards achieving that vision. So this is the main reason why Before You Take Off was created. Now, today, today, Before You Take Off is actually going to go live by, is going to um go, excuse me, sorry, I'm feeling very, never mind. Before You Take Off is actually going to be launched by 6 p.m. But this live session is not going to last to 6 p.m. But after this live session, the possibility that the price will increase is very, very, very high. So this is what you are getting today and right now on this slide. You're going to get the full ebook Before You Take Off. You're going to have an ultimate checklist, a bonus. So on this live, there will be an email attached. For everyone who joins, you can just share your um, email and share your details. And this checklist is going to be sent to you. Then also, the pre-launch discount is going to end after this live session. Now, I'm also going to have a private live question and answer invite for everyone who attends this live session. So get yourself ready. If you have any question, if you have any reaction, or if you have anything you know you need clarity on, for everyone who is in this live session, you are free. I'll give you a link to have a session with me directly. But definitely not today because I'm really tired, in all honesty, today. All right, let's move on. So now it is time for us to buy the book at our pre-launched price. And in the next 15 minutes, our timer is already has gone off. In the next 15 minutes, the price is actually going to go up. So you have 15 minutes. This is where action beats intention. Click the link, secure your copy, and come back. And I'm still here. And if you don't have the link, I don't know if you can type this on your phone or on your laptop and um, just try to access it with this link here. But for everyone who is on this live, the link should be on the comment section too. So even if you cannot get it from here, you can still get it from the comment section. So your time is going. Try to purchase it before the price increases. And while that is going, I'm going to check. I'm going to be checking the. I'm going to be checking our email to see the people who are purchasing, and I'll be sending a shout out to everyone who purchases. So give me a second. All right. So while that is going on, I want to briefly share a story of a very close friend, a client, and I'll call him um let me call him a very let's just say a very close friend. Let's not do too much because Ashejun is not good all the time. For the purpose of keeping him anonymous, I'll call his name Mr. Bad Boy. So Mr. Bad Boy was living in Kiaba in Lagos. This was 2022. Then he reached out to me and told me about his interest in traveling abroad. So I asked him some few questions that are very imperative when anyone is traveling abroad. Then from his responses, I found out that Mr. Bad Boy wants to travel, but he's not clear on what he wants. So I didn't want to be the one to break it to him that he's not clear on what he wants. So I gave him an assignment to do. And this assignment is also embedded in this book before you take off. The same thing I gave to Mr. Bad Boy to do. So he was supposed to give it back to me in the next 2 days. I didn't hear from Mr. Bad Boy in a week time. So I called him and I asked, "Oh, what's up, Mr. Bad Boy? What's up with the assignment I gave to you?" He told me that the assignment I gave to him just made him know that he's not ready for this. And if he by any mistake goes now, he's going to regret it. So I should give him some time to get back to me. So I laughed because I wasn't going to break it to him because I didn't want him to feel like I'm making him look like he's stupid, which of course he is not. Because some people know how to misinterpret um some things when they don't really understand it. So instead of me to break some news to you, I will just give you something to go and do. So you will see it by yourself. Because most people don't really sit down, you know, pen and paper, you know, in quiet environments and just really think. They think they're thinking, but they're not actually thinking. That's something that happens with, let me not say most people, but a lot of people. So that's why sometimes you feel like you know what you want until it is time to write it down. You actually cannot write what you want. So later on, Mr. Bad Boy reached out to me. And this time, he didn't just reach out to me with, "Oh, I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to do that." He reached out to me and told me what he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it, and his expectations from his wants. I was really proud because it shows that he's an intentional man. So, because of this, I decided to get myself into it again. Because if there's one thing about me, anything that I see is going to stress me, I try to avoid, I try to remove myself from it, you know. Because times when I have forced myself, when I already know that this thing is going to be stressful, I always regret it. So my gut is very strong. So let's not go into that. Now, we started the research together because what he wants is very unique. 1 minute, please. What he wants is very unique. So we started it together. We already have two buyers. Oh, wow. We already have two people make another. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, like I was saying, we have 10 minutes, 3 seconds to go. 10 minutes to go. Okay. Now, when we now started doing the research, I noticed that it became even more clear with what he wants. Then he now said he wants to do it. We have another one. We have another one. We have three now. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Um, this is the link. This is the link. And it will be shared on the comment section too. So please keep it coming. We have 15 minutes to go while I round up with my story. Now, I'm going somewhere with this story. I know I'm being very slow with it, but we are getting somewhere. Now, Mr. Okay, we have another one. You guys are on fire. All right. So Mr. Bad Boy became even more clear. And let me just cut the long story short. Mr. Bad Boy is currently working with one of the highest tech companies in the world right now. Is getting his money if his salary is is changed to naira, is definitely getting more than, sorry, 1 minute. He's actually getting a lot. It's called long story short. Sorry, my system just gave me the sign. I was about to. Okay, we're back. Now, what is the moral lesson from the story of Mr. Bad Boy? And I'm very happy when I have stories like this because it's something I was part of. So I know what it means to be clear about what you want. I know what is possible with clarity. And this is why I keep on screaming it that you cannot really achieve much in life without being clear. Because clarity, in all sincerity, is power. So if there's nothing you're really taking out of this live launch today, I want you to know this: clarity is power. Whatever you want, be accurate, be detailed with it, and so will you get exactly what you want. Even if you don't get exactly what you want in the exact way you want it, you will always get something that is very similar. Why? Because clarity is power. Put that at the back of your mind. Clarity is power. And I'm so proud of Mr. Bad Boy till today. We still talk. He's now married and well established. I will not mention how much he gets. And of course, I'm very sure that it has even increased by now, you know. But all I can say is he's one of the living proofs that clarity will always come first and will um always bring better results than when you do something that is shabby. So my advice for you today, we have just got another update. Sorry, 1 minute. Yay, another sale. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know why I'm happy that this is going well? I'm happy because I know that what I'm putting out here is something that's going to last and is going to stand the test of time because it is really, really valuable, you know. So even if I'm so excited that you guys are purchasing, I'm also very excited because now I'm able to share the value that I've been able to get through experience and um, knowledge that I have acquired. I'm able to share it in a more um, interesting way. It's more like me, like giving back, you know. So I'm happy that people are really keen into this. We have another one. We have another one. I would not want to call their bio. We have their customer information. I was going to give a shout out, but I'm being careful about the details of people who are purchasing. So I will just be mentioning just the first names. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Alamide. Thank you, Agbengi. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Soso. uh, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Thank you. Please keep it coming. Yeah. So that's it basically. I want you to take this from this launch today. You are capable of doing whatever you put your mind to. But first off, find value, learn it, have full knowledge about it before you execute. Now, I know some people do say one of the things that kills execution is long preparation. But the truth is, preparation is not all about the time you spend. Preparation is the quality of the quality, not the duration. So you can do your proper planning of everything you need to actually take off well in just a day. You can do it in a week. Anything that works for you, know it and work with it. And make sure as soon as you get all the details you need, start running. We have just 2 minutes to go. And in these 2 minutes, I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you for coming to this live session today. We will be launching by 6. We're launching by 6. And by 6, the price of the book is going to be 8 p.m. It's going to be 8,000. It is currently sold at 4,800, but by 6, it goes to the original price, which is 8,000. So you still have some minutes before 6. But for now, in the next 2 minutes before we move to the next page, now in the next 1 hour, 57 minutes, if you have any question, you can drop it on the comment section. And if you don't, please keep sharing the link for people to buy. And you can also start sending in your details for you to get the bonus that was promised to you at the beginning of this session. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching to this present time. And thank you for keeping your cool. My energy is really low today. I don't know why, but I am very happy that we are doing this together. And seeing you here is actually giving me a lot of strength and energy to go forward. So thank you so much. Thank you. Before you take off is a downloadable ebook. You can download it, you can print it, and it's like a workbook too, because it's a guide. So there are spaces that you have to fill. Okay, we have a new buyer too. You have a new buyer too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Vognet. Thank you so much. Okay. You can print it, and I'll advise you to actually print it out when you purchase it. Print it out so you can fill the parts that's the worksheet, so you can print it, you can fill the worksheet. So if you have any question or if you have anything that you need clarity on as soon as you purchase this book, please reach out to me or any of the team member, and we'll always make sure to get through to you. You can reach out to us through my email. Okay, the time is off. You can reach out to us through my email, esther@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us through WhatsApp. I'll be sharing another link, the WhatsApp link in which you can use to reach out to us. So God bless you. Okay. It is time to do something quite weird. I won't say weird, but it's not something you would expect from such an event. I just want to say a little prayer before this book goes live. I just want to say a little prayer for everyone that is purchasing, for everyone that is reading, and for everyone that will act on it. So if you don't mind, please bow your head with me and let's talk to our Father. Our dear God, our Daddy, our most precious one, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the launch of this book before you take off. We thank you for everyone who is going to find it good enough to learn and to do as it has been said in the books. We pray, Lord Jesus, that they shall all receive great success and testimonies for this book. This is just the beginning of the success that you have put in place for your children, and so shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen. So, thank you so much. By 6, before you take off, goes to its original price. But for now, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, before you take off, is officially launched. So congratulations to us. Congratulations to us and congratulations to us. Now, we've come to the end of the launch. We've come to the end of this amazing time. And I would like to join you all to please follow me on my YouTube channel, Esther Ilupolo, or Travel Girl Nigeria, anyone you want to try. But it's better you go with Esther Ilupolo, and it's displayed on your screen right now. If you have any question that has to do with travel, tourism, I do a little bit of wellness. Yeah, I'm big on wellness. I'm big on reflection, on meditation. You know, you can always reach out to me via my YouTube channel, and please try to share with anybody you know actually need this kind of content. I would always give you what I feel will be helpful to you. So please keep on tuning in. I'm sorry once again for all the glitches that we experienced in this session. Like I said, it's a continuous process, and with time, we'll always get better and better and better. So thank you once again for joining live tonight, this evening, and see you some other time. Bye.